Hello, everybody. All right, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Can you hear me? Good job, awesome. All right, let's get started. Let's go ahead and start standing. So let's start at the top of your mat. You're gonna bring your big toes to touch. Heels are a sliver apart. Take a deep breath in, stand nice and tall. Good. So if you notice that your belly's sticking out, pull your belly back in, tuck your tailbone down towards your heels, lift all 10 toes, spread them apart, and then grow nice and tall through the crown of your head, almost like somebody's lifting you up with a string. Reach your fingertips towards the ground, palms facing forward. Start to engage your calves, and then your hamstrings and your quads. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone down, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and then drop your shoulders away from there. So think about reaching your fingertips towards the floor as if you're trying to touch them to the ground. Good. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up, and let it out. Good. Now let's close your mouth and do the same thing. So deep breath in, and let it out through your nose. Good. Now I want you to try to have a slight constriction of the back of your throat as you send the breath out. So a deep breath in, slight constriction, almost like you're fogging up a mirror or a window in your, or a mirror in your bathroom or a window of a car. Good. One more time, deep breath in, fill all the way up, and exhale, send it out. Good. Inhale, reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Good. So from here, let's go ahead and spread your feet hip distance apart and then bend your knees. So this is your first forward fold of the day. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Let your chest rest on your thighs. So if you need to bend even deeper, go ahead. Option to grab opposite elbow. Just swaying side to side. Good. Rocking, let your head just fall between your biceps. Take your gaze to the back wall behind you. Release your fingertips to the mat. On your inhale, let's bring your hands to your hips. Press through your heels and then stand all the way up. Great job. Let's go ahead and bring our feet back together. We're going to inhale the arms up over the head. You're going to come into a steeple grip. So it's going to look like this. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, I want you to reach the arms over to one side. Good. Careful that top shoulder isn't coming forward. Try to keep the shoulders stacked. Now I want you to really ground down through your feet and your legs. So make your legs really, really strong as you lean over to the side. You're going to start to feel some heat building in your body. Good. Squeeze the outside leg and glute. This is going to help you to stay grounded. Squeeze your core. Good. Inhale, come through center. And on your exhale, off to the other side. Good. Ground down through your feet. Really squeeze your glutes and your hips. Remember, if your shoulders coming forward, pull it open. Breathe. Opening up through that side body. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, step your feet all the way back, downward facing dog, bend your knees, start to pedal out your legs. So like a really nice calf stretch. Good. Drive your heels towards the mat. Dropping one knee, then the other. Continue to stay with your breath, nice and slow on your inhales. Slow and steady with your breath out. Good. Finding stillness here. Bend your knees, press your tailbone towards the sky, back is straight. Inhale, high plank. Squeeze the core. Holding here. Push the floor weight. Try not to dump into your shoulders. Find a nice neutral place in those shoulders. Good. This time we're going to inhale, bring, or exhale, bring your knee in between your wrists, and then step it back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, left knee comes forward. Inhale back. Exhale, right knee. Good, and switch. We're gonna do 2 more. Try not to have your booty up. Keep it down. Right. And switch. You should feel your core turning on right about now. Last one on the other side. Great job. Drop your knees wide, child's pose. Reach those fingertips towards the top of the mat. Let your chest fall between your knees. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, feel your hips sink towards your heels. Option to rock your forehead side to side. Good. One more deep breath. Fill all the way up. Exhale, softening a little bit deeper. Good. On your next inhale, come all the way up, downward facing dog. Send your hips high. Pedal out your legs one more time. Good. Find stillness here. And then what I want you to do is slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold. Sink back into your heels. Let your chest rest on your thighs. Take a deep inhale, find length, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, walk your hands all the way forward once more. Holding here for a high plank. Squeezing that core. And then on your exhale, you're going to drop down to your elbows. Take 3 breaths here. Squeeze that tummy, drop that booty. Try not to keep it up. And then you're going to plant your right palm, press yourself up, and then come back to a high plank. Now we're going to go down with the opposite elbow first, and then the other. Go ahead and press yourself up, and then walk your hands all the way back. Forward fold. Take a deep breath. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, swan dive forward. On your inhale, walk your hands all the way up, high plank, holding here. Right elbow goes down, then your left, holding here. Good. Right hand, left hand, plank, hold one more breath. And then on your exhale, walk your hands all the way back. Forward fold, sink into those hips. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach out and up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head just hang. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Holding here, high plank. Is your core burning yet? This time, left elbow comes down first, then your right, holding here. Squeeze your tummy. Think about pulling your tummy or your navel, your belly button all the way to your spine. Now your left hand, then your right, holding here, and then pressing all the way back. Walking those hands all the way back to your feet. Good, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach out and up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Forehead to shins, hanging heavy. Exhale, walk your hands all the way to the top of your mat. We're gonna do one on each side, okay? So left elbow down first, then your right. 2 breaths. Left hand, right hand, okay? 2 breaths. Right elbow, left elbow, holding here. Squeeze that tummy. Right hand, left hand, hold that plank. 2 more breaths. Really working those shoulders. And then walk your hands all the way back. Great job. Forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, we get those shoulders working. Felt so good. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step both your feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, either on your knees or stay on your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your knees, lift your hips, lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, little steps till you get to the top of your mat. Heel toe, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Pull your forehead to your knees, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, move through your yoga push-up, lowering halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Reach for the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, heel toe, nice and slow. Walk those feet nice and slow. Take your time. Get a nice stretch in the back of those legs. If you've guessed that we're working on our hamstrings today, you are right. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Holding here. This time we're going to bring your left knee to your left elbow and then back. Right knee to your right elbow and then back. And then we're going to lower, move through your yoga push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, you guys ready to jump forward? So remember, bend your knees, take a deep breath in, and then jump to your feet to the outside of your hands. Get as high as you can. Let's try it one more time. Jumping's fun. Bend your knees, look forward, take a deep breath in, and then jump. Great job. Let's go ahead. Stay here in your yogi squat. You can just sway side to side. I'll turn here for you. Breathing heavy over here. Great job. Just settle into those hips. Try to sit up nice and tall. So if you're hunched forward, try to lift your chest, press your elbows into the inner thighs, lengthen the spine. Good. Hands down, hips up, toe heel the feet together. Right hand, actually let's go ahead and spread the feet back out. Let's bring your left hand down, right arm up, bend it deep into that left knee, twisting towards the right. One more deep breath. You're gonna feel a really nice stretch up the back of that right leg. Exhale, switch, bend your right knee, send your left arm to the sky. One more deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Good, let's go ahead and slide your hands underneath your feet for gorilla. Lots of forward folds. So your knees can be really, really bent. They don't have to be straight at all because then it's gonna round your spine. We always wanna focus on a nice flat spine. So bend your knees as much as you need to. And if you feel like you wanna take it a little further, you can try lifting your hips but keeping your spine really straight. Wiggle your toes, massage your wrists. Great job. Pull one hand out, then the other. Step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Send it up there. Exhale, step it all the way through. Opening up through the front of that left hip. So you're gonna stay high here, don't drop that knee. Lift that chest, lengthen the spine. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Move through your push-up, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, send it up. Exhale, step it all the way through your hands. Make sure your heel is in alignment with your wrists. So if your foot's back here, grab it, step it all the way forward. So if you're dumping over, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Great job, you guys. Looking good. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Move through your yoga push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out those legs. Drop your knees, keep them together, untuck your toes. We're gonna come through into embryo pose. You're gonna reach your hands over your heels. Okay, so you're gonna cup your heels. You might need to lift your hips. You're gonna take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, you're gonna pull your forehead to your knees. Try to rest the top of your head onto the mat. Good job. Keep pulling your forehead to your knees. Really good job, you guys. Nice. You're gonna feel a really nice stretch along the back of your upper spine. Awesome. And then slowly release your heels. Come on up. And then let's go ahead and roll on to our backs. We'll do a little bit of core work. Guys, ready? It's almost summer. Gotta get fit. All right, let's roll all the way onto our backs. We're gonna bring your knees to a reverse tabletop, so a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna work through some bicycles, okay? So you're gonna flip your hands, your thumbs are gonna come to your temples. You're gonna take a deep inhale, press your low back into the mat, okay? Take a deep inhale and exhale. You're gonna twist to the opposite knee. When you twist, I don't want you coming just up to your knee. I want you actually twisting, bringing your shoulders parallel with the side wall as best you can. Heel taps onto the mat. Here we go. Exhale, twist, tap that heel, nice and slow. I know you guys can do things fast, but we've got to work on being in control of our bodies. Great job. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist, nice and slow. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Here we go. Keep going. Breathe. I think we can do 10 more. Squeeze. Here we go. 1, 2. So inhale when you come back to center. Exhale, twist. 3, 4. Tap that heel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I want you to hold here. Little pulses. Pulse. Squeeze. Squeeze. Come back to center. Last side. And little pulses. Squeeze. Bring that elbow to that knee, not the knee to the elbow. And release. Wall to wall stretch. Nice job. I felt the burn. Reach through the fingertips. Let the low back peel off the mat. Good. So we're going to stay right here. Arms are going to come over the head. feet are straight, or legs are straight. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, reach opposite hand, opposite foot. Okay, dead bug. Here we go. Squeeze that core. If it hurts your neck, you can always rest your head. You're still going to be working those abdominals. Breathe. Really important. Breathe. Control your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, you got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, great job. 1. Ooh. Great job, you guys. Really, really good. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. So in a butterfly position. Again, you're going to flip your hands. Thumbs are going to come to your temples, elbows to the mat. Take a deep inhale, press your low back down. Exhale, lift your chin towards the ceiling. So remember, we're not crunching forward. Protect the back of the neck. You're just coming straight up. Breathe. Keep going. Keep going, guys. We'll go 8, 7, look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. All right, wall to wall stretch. Reach those arms. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, let's go ahead and bend your knees, plant your feet, arms come down by your side, palms facing down. Walk your heels a little bit closer to your hips. So you're not going to be able to touch your heels, but they're pretty close to your fingertips. Take an inhale, press through the heels. Make sure the toes are glued. And you're just going to lift your hips towards the ceiling. If you notice your knees are opening up, pull them together. Lift your chest towards your chin. Lift, lift, lift. Press your big toes down into the mat. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Palms pressing down. Lift 1 inch higher. Exhale, take your time, slowly rounding down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep inhale, lifting the hips. Breathe. Inhale, lift 1 inch higher, press the big toes down, pull the knees towards one another. They don't have to be touching, just in alignment with the hips. On your exhale, slowly rounding down. Last time, deep inhale, press and lift. If you want to challenge yourselves, you can try to lift one leg, hold it up, slowly release. If not, just keep going. Then the opposite leg. Slowly lower, and then release everything down to the mat. Great job. Pull your knees in towards your chest, rock side to side. Great job. Nice job, you guys. Little circles. Make sure you go in both directions. You can roll out your ankles if that feels good, pointing and flexing. You can pull the knees wide. Now let's bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Reach through, grab the top of that left shin or the back of that left thigh. And just relax. Close your eyes if it feels good. Pulling nice deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the nose. Good. Breathe, rock the head side to side if that feels good. Just letting everything go. Try to get really comfortable here. So this is a really good stretch for you guys to do after you play. So after practice, after a game, you don't want to hold these stretches before you play soccer, before you practice. This is a great stretch afterwards. So just release your hands, and then you're going to let your legs fall over to the left. So the bottom of this foot is going to come to the ground. Good, keep your legs just like they are, and then open up through the arms. Take your gaze over to your right shoulder, just stretching a different part of that hip. Good. Deep breaths. So right now, I really want you to just focus on your breathing. The stretching is just going to happen, so let that happen, but focus on your breath. Deep, full inhale. Feel your belly rise. Feel the stretch deepen. And as you exhale, gently soften and just release, relax into this stretch. Relax into this posture. Good. The longer you stay here, the more you'll feel your body deepening, but being very gentle. You don't want to force anything. Good, and slowly coming back through center, hugging the knees in, maybe neutralizing your spine on the mat, centering yourself. Let's take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee, reach for the back of the right thigh or the top of the right shin. Same thing, take a moment here. Maybe you notice this side's a little bit tighter or a little bit more open than the other. Just give you a good idea of what you need to work on in your personal practice, in your body. Deep inhale. Again, maybe rocking your head side to side. Breathing. Feel your spine lengthen on the mat. Being very gentle here. This side's definitely a lot tighter for me, so this is something that I need to work on. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Okay, let's go ahead and just release just your hands. Now you're going to lean the legs over to the right. So the bottom of this foot is just going to fall over to the right. Arms are going to come out to a T. Take your gaze over to your left hand if that's comfortable. If not, just bring your head where it does feel comfortable. You don't want to overdo anything. You don't want to overstretch. Deep breath in, fill all the way up in here. And then as you exhale, just allow your body to soften. Keep working with your breath to deepen your stretch, being very gentle. You're not pushing or pulling. You're just letting your breath do the work for you. Maybe you'll notice this stretch feels a little bit different on this side as well. Does definitely feel tighter for me. Last breath here. Holding here. And then slowly coming back to center, drawing your knees in. Hugging them in. And releasing into Shavasana for the rest of class. Take your time, be here as long as you would like to. Great job today, you guys, and I will see you next week. All right, great job, guys.